Hi guys, welcome to our session on JavaScript and welcome to Victory Design. Today we're going to explore one of the most exciting aspects of web development, using JavaScript to manipulate web pages in real time. And today's topic is JavaScript console and dynamic interactions. So by the end of today's class, guys, you'll be able to know how JavaScript console is a sandbox for testing your code, change elements in your web page, and add new content dynamically. So guys, let's dive in. Like we already said in our previous classes, guys, what is a console? Console.log. It is a fundamental tool in JavaScript which provides developers a way to interact with their code during development and debugging. And the main purpose of console.log is to allow you print messages or values directly to your console. Okay? When you have console.log, the message or value you provide is displayed in the console of your browser's developer tools. This helps you understand what your code is doing at any given moment in time. So guys, now let's see how we can use this console to manipulate elements on our web page. So the first thing you have to do, guys, is to open your browser and navigate to a website, any website of your choice. Open your browser and go to any website of your choice, guys. So I chose this particular one for this tutorial. And go to anyone you want. And to open your developer tool, the first thing you have to do is to either you right click and press inspect, guys, which is this, or you can simply press F12 on your system and it will automatically open for you. Or you can press F12 and it's automatically open for you. That will automatically open your console for you, as you can see right here, guys. So hope we've done that. So you can actually do that either if you right click, guys, and press inspect, it will open the full tab for you starting from the element. But when you press F12, it will just go directly to your console instead. Let me experiment that again. Watch as I do it. Now right click and press inspect. Carry it to the full developer tool, which is having your elements and the rest, as you can see. But if you should press F12 instead, it will carry you directly to your console. Alright, so guys, please take note. So most times I prefer making use of the console, the F12 rather, instead of right clicking. Now I want us to write a particular code right into our console. Now let's just do that right away. So first of all, we have the document dot get elements by name. Get elements by name. Get elements by name. Then we have our bracket open. Then we have the h1. I'm getting the elements by the h1 tag. Then close the brackets. Then we have an array of 0. Let's just do that. Then we have an array of 0. Let's just do that. Okay, 0, close. Then style dot color is equal to let's say purple. Semicolon. So mind you, guys, I made a mistake here. I'm to change this to tag name. Let's say tag name because I'm trying to get this h1 tag. So I'm not supposed to use name, I'm supposed to use tag name. So document does get elements by tag name, of which you have the h1, then we have the array, we have style, and then we have color. Now if I'm to press enter on this code, guys, what happens? Now the first h1 element on this page, that's this page you're seeing here, the first any element that they wrote or they created using an h1 element should change the color to become purple, as is written here. Now this demonstrates how you can directly manipulate HTML elements using JavaScript. So let's just press enter and see what happens. Okay, since that is not a function, think there's an error, there's a bug in my code right now, so I have to debug this. So let's do that. Okay guys, I think the way I had an error is I'm supposed to get elements, not elements. That's where I made the error. So let's change that. Document dot get elements. It's an S. By tag name. Right? Okay. Zero dot style dot color equal to purple. And semicolon. Okay, it should work now, guys. Document dot get elements by tag name h1 0, that's the array, dot style dot color. So let's press enter. Purple. Do you see? So do you see what happened, guys? Do you see what happened here? Do you see? This is the first h1 tag that was written in this particular web page, and it has changed it to what? To purple. All right. So this is just an example of how we can directly manipulate your HTML elements using this JavaScript console. And you might be wondering, why would we use JavaScript for styling instead of making use of just CSS directly? And the answer lies in interactivity. That's because while CSS is great for applying static styles, JavaScript allows us to create dynamic interactions based on user actions. For example, we can change styles when users click over buttons or over elements. In the sense that, let's say when a user hovers around this learning how to cook, you can change color from this purple to maybe red or something else. And you can do that only making use of JavaScript, right? Now with JavaScript, changes can occur in real time without needing to refresh the page. You see what just happened, guys? Without me refreshing the page, as soon as I just load this thing, it just automatically was affected. Why? Because this is what the JavaScript console. Now by doing this, this enhances user experience by making your website feel more responsive and engaging. All right. So guys, please take note of that. Now let's talk about what happens when you refresh your page. Now, good, we have applied this particular code and changed this h1 tag to become purple. But what if we come here and refresh this page and press this thing here, guys? Now, if you refresh your page or if you refresh your browser after running all these scripts here, all changes made by your JavaScript will disappear. That is why most times when we are developing, when we are actually trying to create a website, we don't come to the console here and create it. We only make it on this console when we are trying to look for an error or trying to debug our code or are trying to inspect the elements in the particular website. If I'm to come here now and press this refresh button, everything we have done, all the code we have written here will automatically clean off, and then it will go back to the default, the way it was originally was. Do you understand? So this behavior occurs because when we manipulate elements using the JavaScript in this way, those changes only exist in memory while this page is loaded. That means once you refresh or navigate away from this page I are seeing here, all your modification, everything you have done, every code you've written here, every changes you have made in this particular place, in this console tab, will be lost because they were never saved permanently in any file. Do you understand? These all changes is being made in your browser, not in any file, so it is not being saved. Do you get? So this characteristic is actually very useful if you are trying to test out different scripts without affecting the original web page permanently. You can use this to experiment freely without worrying about making irreversible changes. Like if you want to change something to the, let's say you are creating a particular web page and you want to just change, maybe like try out different colors for a particular section of the page or try out different things, you can come here and do that, and it will not make any permanent change on your website. But if you want to apply those same styles on your code, on your VSE code, this code here, it will definitely make a permanent change. Then I'm to refresh this, guys, and press refresh now. See what happens. It will automatically go back to the way it is supposed to be. So let me just on my sub and actually show you guys what I mean. Let me just do that right now, guys. So this is the so guys, now if I am to actually press this refresh here, I remember it is showing purple here. This H1 here is showing purple. Come to press refresh. What happens? It goes back to the way it was, which is black. So do you see it, guys? That's because it was not saved. It was not saved in any particular file. It was just saved in, it was just changed here in the browser, but not in any particular style. Alright, so guys, please take note of that. Now let's talk about the characteristics of this particular thing. Now it is very useful for this console.log. Is very useful if you want to test out different scripts without affecting the original web page permanently. That is why most times when we are developing, we come to this console.log place to either make some temporary changes or to inspect those pages for errors, that's for debugging, or to just like check how it was built and reach down to and replicate what they did there on our own website. All right, so that's what we totally make use of this particular thing for. But if you want to make permanent change to your website, you have to build it from the JavaScript file, which is in your VSE code. That's here. All right, you have to build it from your JavaScript, which is your VSE. All right. So to wrap up today's lesson, guys, we've learned how to use the console for testing out JavaScript code, and we have explored how to change your styles dynamically. All right. So I encourage you guys, please do experiments with JavaScript on your own browsers. Try out modifying different elements or creating your own interactive features based on what we have covered today. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you in the next one. In case you have any questions, please leave them in the correct comment section below, and have a great day.